is the Comfrey. And I wasn't going to put the Comfrey in my garden, but I decided that I really do want it in the garden with the other herbs. And if it gets too invasive, I'll just take care of it. I harvest a lot of herbs yearly, so I cannot see that it's going to get to the point where I won't be able to handle it. I have lots of different kinds of teas, and I've never had a problem with them as well. So I'm going to show you how I plant. Now remember, back in February is when we planted these in the seed, and that was under my medicinal herbs video. And it's all nice and rooted. See how nice the roots look? We're going to put it just like that, and we're going to lift up the leaves. I could probably harvest some of these leaves already. My goal this year is to plant a lot of medicinal herbs, because as the time moves on here in the U.S., it's getting harder and harder to find certain herbal medicines, and eventually it probably will be not legal to actually buy herbal medicines like we do now, but I want to be able to make my own. Just think, if something would happen tomorrow and we couldn't go to the doctor like we normally do, it's all dependent on ourselves to figure out how we're going to deal with some ailments. And Comfrey is amazing for if you have sprains or broken bones, and for a lot of different things. So there's what the Comfrey looks like. And to think, I grew up all by myself with just a couple tiny seeds. Here, if my herbs are close together, this is how I just do it. I make a circle like this, and because the seeds are very tiny, I would just cover them loosely with soil. And as you can see, I have them planted. There's one, and then there's going to be two. I'm going to keep going like that. It's going to be like 6 inches apart, the different mounds. Because the herbs, and I don't care if they grow in together, I want to make it look like a cottage look where they're all grown in together. So we're going to take out another one of our herbs. This one is Jacob's Well, and it's really small. And these are perennials. And that's what I try to focus on. I try to focus on perennials. The seeds are tiny, and we're going to just sprinkle them just like that. This method has been working for me for many years. And then I just take my fingers and loosely put the dirt like this. I don't do back to the Eden, but I do have about 4 to 5 inches of leaves I do put on top of my garden every year, but I do rototill my garden, as you've seen in other videos. We're going to put a stick inside the package of seeds, and we're going to stick it in the dirt like that. Find a rock, stick the rock on top, and that's bed number 2. And this tiny little plant right here is called horehound. I planted that by seed last year. I hope the camera can pick it up. And this fall, we're going to make a lot of horehound cough drops. It's my teepee. It's just made with large branches. I have many of them. What we're going to plant today is the purple potted pea. And that will grow until about the first week of June. And then I will remove them and I will add pole beans. Every single little space in this garden is used.